Miami Midnites versus the Marion County Showtime Stallions, live from Ocala here on your Midnites TV network. Midnites lead 20-11. Make that 23 as Kenny Bellinger Jr. goes for three. Two in for the Showtime Stallions. That's Goldstein waiting for the slam as Freddie Edwards' three rattles in and out. Foul call. That foul's on Goldstein as the Candyman seems to be getting the best of him down there. Seems like Candyman and Goldstein exchanging a few words down in the post. Bit of a broken play. Ends up in two for the Showtime Stallions as Gaines puts that one in. Gray seemed to fight through some contact. I say just goes out of bounds, stays with the Midnites. Bellinger got a bit of a mismatch out on the perimeter. And there it is, foul called. That foul's on Huggerbrook. That foul will put the Midnights in the bonus. So Bellinger goes to the line shooting some free throws. Bellinger can't put in the first as Grandpa Silverman checks in for Freddie Edward. You're going to see a bit of a rotational substitution pattern today by head coach Damon Wilcox, as, like I said, have a shorthanded group of Midnights today. 7 players dressed. As Bellinger puts in the second free throw. Midnights lead 24-15. With just under 10 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bit of a sloppy play. As Taylor gets it over to the Candyman, and he puts it in. Midnight's lead back into double figures. Another traveling violation on the Showtime Stallions. Huggerbrook seemed to get a little loose with the footwork. Mass substitution in for the Showtime Stallions. George Gray bringing it up. George Gray, one of Miami Northwestern's all-time leaders in steals. Gray was, and he's brought that same defensive intensity here to the Midnights. The Stallions go for two. Al McGee put that one in. Turnover there by the Midnights. McGee puts in another. Midnight's lead cut down to 26-19. Here, just a minute left in the first quarter action as Gray fights his way through, finds Taylor in the corner. Back to Gray. Can't connect. Bellinger seemed to fight through some contact on the putback. No foul call. This is the only thing you have to worry about here early. his pace and tempo. Like I said, with the Midnights only having 2 players available on the bench, you got to try to keep those legs as fresh as possible. As the Stallions on the break, miss another free throw. A foul's called. They call a foul on Gray. Oh, correction. Gray was fouled, as they call a loose ball foul. George Gray will go to the line shooting 2 free throws. "22 seconds left here in the first quarter. George Gray misses the first. It puts in the second. Midnights lead up to 8. Here is getting ready for the end of the first quarter. Great defense by the Midnights. Gray on a one-man fast break. And he gets it through somehow. George, big man, Gray. Ball tip. Gray. Oh! Couldn't quite get it to go in. And that an exciting end to our first quarter as the Midnights take a 29-19 lead at the end of 1 here in Ocala on your Miami Midnights TV network. You know what happens? I know some schools have a thing that blocks reception, but students can't use their phones.
It might be.
And I know that a lot.
Is it a little better? I don't know. Okay. Every time.
What do you think, OB?
Hey, now I know what I was missing.
You got to hear me announce it.
I've been listening to you.
No. When I'm on at home. Let me know when we're back live. We're back. And we're back. Here's second quarter action already underway. Midnight's lead 29-21 over the Marion County Showtime Stallions. Here, this first game of the 2015 FBA season. Miami Midnights come in as defending champions in just their first season. They won the FBA Championship as Grandpa Seal is fouled on a roll to the basket. Midnights into the first quarter up 29-19. Stallions come out and hit the first 2 baskets of the quarter, cut that lead down to 6. George Gray working against the defense. Finds an open spot and gets in a corkscrew shot for 2. Great fan support for the Midnights as McGee beats his chest for putting in another layup. George Gray working against the defense again. Gray took his talents to Florida Memorial University. As he hits in the bank shot, it seems to have come alive here early in the second quarter. The foul call. Parks is fouled in the act, actually gets the awkward shot to go down. And he'll go to the line to shoot one as Freddie Edouard comes in replacing Kenny Bellinger. Parks misses. Rebound controlled by Grandpa Seal. A carrying violation called on George Gray. Showtime Stallions trying to cut into this lead. Deep three by Parks, gets it to go. Midnight's lead down to 3. Here, 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Grandpa Seal trying to show the range. Starts a fast break for the Stallions. As the Stallions on a 13-2 run. Correction, 13-4 run for the Stallions. As George Gray loses control of it, and he's fouled while during the scrum for the ball. That foul's on Gaines. You gotta love the all-out hustle given by the Midnights. Ball goes out of bounds. Ray Taylor giving Freddie some instructions on how to get it in. Taylor working against the defense, gets a floater to go. Ray Taylor for 2. Taylor sporting that bandage across the right side of his face. I think he received an injury during the last ABA game as the Stallions won't go down. Taylor gets blocked by McGee. Gaines puts that one in for the Stallions. Midnight still clinging to a 1-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball will go over to the Showtime Stallions. Stolen by Ray Taylor, gets it up ahead, and big man Gray puts in the layup. Puts the Midnights back ahead by 3. Well, fans will notice one of the big differences between the FBA and the ABA. There's no 3D light. The 3D light is a fixture of the ABA, where if a team has a turnover or creates a turnover in the backcourt, the 3D light would come on like it would have in that situation right there. As Gaines can't save it, ball will go back over to the Midnights. But there's no 3D light in the FBA, so no extra point plays here today and for the rest of the FBA season. Timeout taken by the Midnights here on your Miami Midnight TV network. Getting ready to come back to live action. Welcome everybody in Miami Midnights TV network. Midnights lead 37-34 over the Showtime Stallions here in Marion County and Ocala, Florida. As Bellinger gets a piece of it from behind, goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Stallions. Like I said, you got to love this defensive effort here shown by the Midnights today, given this short-handed roster they have. As Goldstein puts in another layup. George Gray tries to get his way through. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Showtime Stallions. George Gray can't connect on the three. Deep three taken by the Stallions. Things appear to be getting a little chippy as Candyman Terrence Shellman gets a big rebound, takes some contact. The players drawing back and forth a little bit. Shellman's been known to be a bit of a fly in the ointment kind of guy, but you always want to have him on your side. As Taylor fights through and gets it to go, shows the guns. Ray Taylor. A chance for a three-point play for Taylor. Taylor to the line to complete the three-point play. Just under 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. As Taylor doesn't get the free throw to fall. Midnights lead 39-36. Gaines. And the Stallions staying close to the Midnights here in the second quarter after that early run. That early run has closed the gap. As another foul called there on the Showtime Stallions. Bellinger took a shot to the face. Has to wipe the glasses as he gets ready to shoot his two free throws. Substitution in for the Marion County Showtime Stallions. Overstreet comes back in as Bellinger misses the first free throw. Overstreet comes in replacing Goldstein. Bellinger puts in the second. Midnights lead 40-38, almost midway through the second quarter. Midnight's got to dig in on defense again to get a little bit of that cushion back in their lead. Just like that, as Shellman gets a great steal in the post, that is given right back. The Showtime Stallions tie the game after a putback by Gaines. We're all knotted at 40. As Gray's shot is blocked, tries to fight his way through the lane. Gets blocked, goes out of bounds.
15 seconds on the clock. 14.
Edward
10 seconds.
working out in the corner. And finds Bellinger. Bellinger misses. Gains on the break, but it's stolen by Gray. Gray finds Edward. Ray Taylor showing some fancy dribbling skills. Works his way into the lane. Ball stolen by Gaines. And foul on Taylor. .5:14 left here in the second quarter. Midnight's got to dig in on defense on this possession. Gaines gets another putback and gives the Showtime Stallions its first lead today. Midnight's trail 42-40. Great steal. Bellinger ties it back up after Taylor gets control of a late rebound and gets it over to him. And the Stallions answer right back. Another easy basket near the rim for the Showtime Stallions. As Gray gets a hesitation move, gets it on the backboard. And in. We're tied at 44. McGee gets a short corner jumper to fall. Gray from behind the arc can't get it to go. Midnights have only scored before this nice layup by Ray Taylor. The scoring woes a bit for the Midnights here in the second quarter. Offensive foul. Kenny Bellinger steps in and takes a big hit. That foul's on Sullivan. Bellinger took the big hit. He gets the offensive foul. Ball goes over to the Midnights. 3:30 left here in the second quarter. All tied at 46. Ray Taylor gets the favorable bounce. Here on the road, we got a bit of a tie-up between Sullivan and Palmer. Sullivan appeared to pull Palmer down. They got a little tangled after on going for a rebound on that three-pointer by Taylor. Midnight should lead 49-46. Unfortunately, the clock here has 48, but by my count, it's 49. That score still hasn't been changed. They got a foul call on Palmer. 3:06 left here in the second. Tell them it should be 49. It looked like a 3 to me. First free throw by McGee is no good. Just been told that that basket by Taylor was indeed a 2. Referees called it a 2. Looked like a 3 from here, but it was called a 2 as McGee puts in the second. Midnight's lead 48-47. 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Ray passes it to George. And George puts it in with the nice layup. Stolen by the Candyman as Gray is fouled as he tries to put in the fast break layup. Now, one of the big differences is fans will notice no 3D light right there. That would have been that's the prototypical 3D light situation had this been an ABA game. But this now in the FBA season, that's just a regular backcourt steal. As Gray to the line shooting 2. Puts in the first. Gray puts in both. Midnights lead 52-47. Midnights fans coming alive again here in the stands. Great contest by Bellinger, but better offense, 3-pointer by the Showtime Stallions. Taylor can't get his rebound, can't get his floater to go. Ball goes out of bounds. A jump ball call after that great defensive effort by Gray. He's rewarded with a jump ball. Possession arrow. Let's see, possession arrow points. No possession arrow. We're going to actually jump it up. We're actually going to jump it up. George Gray jumping it up. And he gets it as Ray Taylor comes up with that one. So put that one in the books, a one jump ball for George Gray. As Sticks Palmer cleans up a miss. Midnight's lead 54-50. Deep three. No good as Kenny Bellinger gets the man-sized rebound. Taylor leading the break. George Gray gets the favorable bounce. That one's also called a 2. Midnight's lead 56-50. Foul called on Palmer draws a big reaction from the crowd here. It appeared to get a lot of ball on that one, but the referees saw it otherwise. That foul sent Overstreet to the line shooting 2. Overstreet puts in the first as head coach Damon Wilcox pleading Palmer's case to the officials. Substitution, Grandpa Seal checks in for Palmer. As Overstreet misses the second and the Candyman grabs the rebound. 1 minute left here in the second quarter as Taylor absorbs a lot of contact with no call. Showtime Stallions on the break. And McGee puts in a layup. .50 seconds here left in the second. Like we said, short-handed group here for the Midnights. You don't see a lot of familiar faces as Gray can't get as his rebound by Robinson. Bellinger going one-on-one. Gets it over to the Candyman.
10 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds.
The Candyman's fouled. Terrence Shellman goes to the line shooting 2. Like I said, only 7 players available for the Midnights today. Unfortunately, we won't get to see one of the newest additions to the Midnight organization, Will Frisbee. A lot of people know Will, Big Will, great player at the University of Miami. Bounced around the NBDL for a little while. Now he's with the Miami Midnights. He's been a great addition. Unfortunately, he's not available today. But he will be later on this FBA season as the Candyman misses the first free throw. .4 seconds. As Shellman misses both free throws. And George Gray gets another steal in the backcourt. Going 1-on-3, gets it to Bellinger, puts it in. Kenny Bellinger from George Gray. As the Showtime Stallions gets another 3. And that's going to put us at halftime. Yeah. We're back to action here in Ocala, Florida. The Midnights still have a close game going here with the Marion County Showtime Stallions. As George Gray hits the 3 from the corner. Midnights lead 68-66. Game has gotten kind of close and pretty physical, as a technical foul was assessed to Ray Taylor early in the third quarter, as Bellinger misses on his 3 attempt. Great steal by the Midnights. Grandpa Seal got a hand on that one. This ball goes out of bounds over to the Showtime Stallions. Here, this is the first game of the FBA season 2015. Midnights are defending champions. Smaller lineup in for the Midnights, as Parks hits another 3. That's his 3rd today, 2nd in a row. Midnights trail 72-68. Taylor tries to answer, a little short, rebounded by the Stallions. Parks leading the break. He gets the 2 to go. 8-0 run by Parks puts the Stallions ahead 74-68. 7:25 left in the third quarter. Midnights need a spark. Edward fouled in the act. He'll go to the line shooting 2.
As we welcome everybody back to our live feed here in Ocala, Florida, our Miami Midnights trail 74-68 as Edward misses the first of 2 free throws. Third quarter action underway, 7:19 left on the clock. As Edward misses the second, can't cut into the 6-point deficit yet. Midnights crowd coming alive, calling for some defense from their Midnights. As Gaines gets a layup to go, extends that run for the Stallions as Gray breaks away and gets a much-needed layup for the Midnights. Showtime Stallions lead 76-70. Gaines gets free again, puts in the free throw line jumper. Edward working against the defense. Grandpa Seal tries to show the range. No good, rebounded by Gray. Edward gets another big rebound as Gray fights his way in and gets to the ball. George Gray. Parks finally misses one, but gets his own rebound. That one's changed by Grandpa Seal. Midnights on the break. Bellinger has his dunk attempt blocked by McGee. Ball goes out of bounds. Grandpa Seal absorbed a lot of contact. Thought he was fouled, tried to save it. Ball went out of bounds. Substitution in for the Midnights now gets Terrence the Candyman Shellman into the game for Grandpa Seal. Terrence Candyman Shellman, a bit of a celebrity, and he's played overseas professionally in Uruguay. He's actually been made a Uruguayan citizen, so he has dual citizenship here in the United States and over there in Uruguay. They love the guy over there. They changed his name. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see, and we love to have him here with the Midnights. As Ray Taylor puts in the 3, cutting in that deficit down to 3 as the Midnights lead. The Midnights trail 78-75. A foul call. A foul's on Edward. He fouled trying to guard down in the post. Edward playing down in the front court down low. The Midnights have 7 players available today. Giving some guys some rest as we start the FBA season. But we're also in the midst of the ABA season. We'll be traveling to Shreveport this coming week for the ABA Final Four. We'll have all your action live right here on the Miami Midnight TV network. That's a big slam for the Showtime Stallions. I've just been told of a correction on the roster for the Showtime Stallions. Gaines is wearing 24. Goldstein is number 1. So Gaines put that slam in, putting the Showtime Stallions ahead 80-75. 4:51 left here in the third quarter. Rebound finds Ray Taylor. Can't connect. Another rebound by Sherman. Gaines blocks the shot but can't save it. Ball will go over to the Midnights. As Terrence Sherman is fouled in the act. Strong move to the basket. And fouls on Overstreet as the Candyman goes to the line for 2. Free throw shooting has been a bit of a problem for the Midnights today. Shelman misses them both. Starts the break for the Stallions as Rivers puts in 2 and extends the Showtime Stallion lead 82-75. Edward for 3. Can't connect. Controlled by Rivers. But Big Man Grace picks it up and puts it in for 2. We apologize for any technical difficulties you may be having. We're going to get it corrected as the Midnight gets a steal from Gray. Gray absorbs the contact, but is able to get it out.
Silbrin and Shellman Both have been ejected for the Midnights. 4 players for the Showtime Stallions have been ejected. It's been a bit of a wild Saturday, as here in late third quarter action, Midnights trailing 83-79. Bit of a wild second half, and not even full 10 minutes in, we had a tie-up turn into a bit of a bench clearing skirmish that led to 6 ejections, 4 for the Showtime Stallions, 2 for the Miami Midnights. Terrence Shellman and Sylvan Robinson both receiving ejections during the skirmish. 4 Stallion players ejected. Keon Palmer has also since fouled out since said skirmish, so the already shorthanded Midnights down to 5 players after Antonio Hines checks in for the Midnights, replacing Palmer after he fouled out. The game is taking a bit of an ugly turn in terms of gameplay, as the Showtime Stallions hold an 86-79 lead. 2:15 left in the third quarter. Edward to the basket, gets fouled, won't go. He'll go shoot 2. This game is a bit of an exhibition. While it is a first game of the opening season for the FBA, the Midnights are still enthralled in the ABA season. While it is the first game of the FBA season, rebounded by Bellinger. Big 3 by George Gray. Cuts the deficit. 81-86, Midnights trail. So like I said, while this one is the opening game and the object is to win them all, health is also a big priority for the Midnights today, as they get, like I said, get ready to go to the ABA Final Four next week in Shreveport, Louisiana, as we're here in Marion County to take on the Showtime Stallions in our beautiful Ocala, Florida. Overstreet gets another easy layup for the Showtime Stallions, as all of the available big men we had no longer available, as Gray is pickpocketed by Goldstein, and he gets it over to McGee for 2. Midnights trail by 10. Taylor fouled in the act. He's sitting crashing into the concession stand. Hopefully he can get something that'll help these Midnights get back into this game. Another technical foul has been handed out. This one to the Showtime Stallions. Villard receives a technical, so Taylor will shoot 2 for the free throw for the foul, and then 1 extra for the technical foul. Have some malfunctions here on the scoreboard here at St. John Lutheran High School Gymnasium. Midnights now trail 84-92 as it gets corrected on the scoreboard here. This scoreboard is showing some major malfunction now. Score is incorrect. The score should be 92 for the Stallions, 85 for the Midnights. Now we're ready to go again. Foul's called as Goldstein is fouled in the act for the Showtime Stallions. Goldstein puts in the first. And the second. So Bellinger, Gray, Taylor, Edward, and Hines make up the Midnight Five. As Hines puts it in for two and records his first points in his Miami Midnights career. As Goldstein gets a corkscrew three to go. Loose ball foul called on the Showtime Stallions. Things have taken a weird turn here in Ocala, Florida. Hines can't connect on the three. Rebounded by Bellinger, though. Midnights trail 97-89. As Edward has his layup blocked, but it goes out of bounds. 11:21 left in the fourth quarter. As Ray Taylor from the corner for three cuts this deficit down to 5. As McGee puts in a layup for the Showtime Stallions. Taylor gets the easy layup for 2. Midnight's only down by 5. Just under 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time for the Midnights to rally. As the Stallions puts in another easy layup. Pace picking up. As Taylor takes a lot of contact. Gray gets a steal in the backcourt. And the layup for 2. Edward gets the steal. Taylor all alone for 2. And just like that, Midnight's only down by 4. 10 minutes left in this ball game. Timeout taken by the Showtime Stallions. As weird as this game has been, Midnight's still right there in it. As we start back up, 10:03. Ball goes out of bounds. It was great defensive pressure by Hines, and Edward almost created a turnover there. Taylor checking Goldstein. Goldstein forces up a shot. No good. Midnight's don't get the rebound, though. Edward with a big rebound. Starts the break out to Bellinger. And he gets it to go. Man-sized move by Bellinger. Midnight's trail by 2. Great defensive pressure by the Midnights. 9:28 left on the clock.
Clock not starting.
Parks gets a big 3 for the Showtime Stallions. Pushes their lead back to 5. Taylor on the break and gets the floater to go. Edward gets a hand on it. Edward gets a hand on it. Ball will stay with the Showtime Stallions. Things have picked up finally in a positive direction as we had a weird third quarter. And now we got some great action here in the early part of the fourth as Bellinger picks up a loose ball. Gray. Baseline floater can't go. Rebounded by the Stallions. Huggerbrook misses a three-pointer. Hines with the big rebound. Taylor fouled in the act. He'll go to the line shooting 2. That foul's on Jesserin. As Taylor goes to the line, can cut this deficit down to 1. Taylor puts in the first. Many people remember Taylor from his time at Florida Atlantic University, known for his great ball handling and extreme quickness, and he's brought that here to the Midnights as he puts that second one in, cuts the deficit down to 1. 8:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Midnights turning on a bit of a full court press. And George Gray picks up, gets the foul on Huggerbrook. Ball will go over to the Midnights, and they can retake the lead on this possession. Taylor with the floater for 2. And the Midnights have retaken the lead amidst everything. Great defensive pressure by the Midnights and a heads-up play by Hines. Gets the ball to go out of bounds. Gets the ball to go out of bounds. Midnights ball. Midnights lead 106-105. The 5 players for the Midnights, and that's only 5, as Bellinger is fouled. The Midnights came in with 8 players, 7 active. 2 were ejected in a third quarter skirmish, along with 4 Showtime Stallion players, as Taylor tries to get to the basket and is fouled in the act. Grandpa Sylvan Robinson and Terrence Shellman ejected during the third quarter. Keon Palmer received his 6th foul and was disqualified from action. And Hines stepped in to complete the Midnights 5 as Taylor misses the first. Taylor misses both. Can't extend that Midnight lead. Hines gets the rebound out to Gray. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Foul call. Gray fouled in the act. That foul's on Jesserin. And Gray will go to the line shooting 2. Plenty fireworks here in the first game of the FBA season. Midnights have a big target on their back as FBA defending champions, as Gray puts in the first. Extends the Midnights lead to 107-105. Gray puts in the second, pushes the lead to 3. Midnights digging in on defense. Parks can't get the 3 to go. And foul calls on Gray. Great help defense by Edward on the post entry pass. Ball will stay with the Stallions. Parks misses a three. Stallions get the rebound. Parks again misses on the short jumper. Another rebound by the Stallions. Midnights got to get a rebound. Height advantage goes to the Stallions as they get that easy layup for two. Midnight's lead back down to 1. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Opening game of the FBA season. Hines working on the perimeter. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay with the Midnights. Foul called as Overstreet puts in the easy layup. Timeout on the floor. And Showtime Stallions lead 109-108, 6:33 left here in the fourth quarter on your Miami Midnights TV network. Overstreet to the line shooting 1. He puts it in. Stallions take a 110-108 lead. 6:30 left here in the fourth quarter. You got to give the Midnights credit. They have fought very hard today. Kenny Bellinger gets the 3 and puts the Midnights ahead by 1. The Midnights have showed tremendous fight today. Coming in already with a shorthanded roster. As Goldstein gets the layup over Hines. They're still right in the thick of this game. As Gray puts it in from Edward for 2. We're going back and forth. Another lead change as the Midnights take a 113-112 lead. McGee gets the turnaround jumper to go. Puts the Stallions ahead 114-113. Gray working against the defense. Say the ball went off of his foot. Out of bounds over to the Showtime Stallions. Here in Ocala, Florida, the gym of St. John Lutheran High School. As the Showtime Stallions throw it out of bounds and over to the Midnights. There's been another clock malfunction. Hines from the corner. Can't get it to go. As Goldstein loses it, Hines gets it up. 2-on-1 break for the Midnights. Gray for 2. Midnights back on top, 115, 114. 4:45 left here in the fourth quarter. Midnights fans calling for some defense, but a foul called by the officials. That foul's on Taylor, out on the perimeter. It's a third team foul on the Midnights. Midnights clinging to that 1-point lead. Goldstein can't get the high perimeter jumper to go. Big rebound by Hines. Ball goes out of bounds. Gray couldn't keep control of it. 4:30 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Opening game of the FBA season. Bit of a tune-up for the Midnights as they're still playing ABA ball, as Taylor gets his hand on it. And they called Taylor for a travel. I guess he moved his feet just a bit too fast. Midnights have turned up the defensive pressure. As Parks goes coast to coast. And a foul has been called, loose away from the basket. Basket will count for the Showtime Stallions, but a foul on McGee. So that basket will count for the Showtime Stallions, yet Freddie Edward is going to the free throw line on that loose ball foul. Edward misses the first. Free throw shooting been a bit of a problem today for the Midnights. Edward puts in the second, and we're tied at 116. Foul called on Edward as he and Goldstein collided with one another. Timeout, Midnights. Game tied at 116. 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be back for a furious 4 minutes on your Miami Midnight TV network. I know. So back to live action here, 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter as the Showtime Stallions open it up with a three-pointer, giving them a 119-116 lead. On that last foul before the break, Freddie Edward, that was his sixth, as Hines steps into, can't get it to go. And as Parks knocks down a three, back-to-back, a two-pointer for Parks. Quick 5-0 spurt for the Showtime Stallions, forces a timeout by the Midnights. 3:40 left in the fourth quarter. 121-116. Midnights trail on your Miami Midnight TV network. As we return to action, it'll be Midnight's ball. Midnight's trail, 121-116. And Keon Palmer has re-entered the game, as has Freddie Edward. Both have 6 personal fouls, and though that would deal in an ejection or disqualification under normal circumstances, because the Midnights are already shorthanded, any subsequent fouls that Palmer or Edward receive would result in an automatic free throw and the ball for the Showtime Stallions, as Overstreet puts in another layup, continuing a Stallions 7-0 run. As Palmer can't get it to go, but Edward cleans it up for 2. Midnight still in this game, 123-118. They trail. Just under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Goldstein finds McGee, and McGee puts in another layup. Showtime Stallions finding a bit of a groove here late, have pulled away a little bit from the Midnights. George Gray puts in a sweet jumper from the free throw line. Midnights trail by 5. Goldstein puts in another layup, keeping that Showtime Stallion lead at 7. You have to worry about the condition of our Midnight players as we get out of this game, as Palmer puts in a putback layup. While this is the first game of the FBA season, Kenny Bellinger for 2 on a great steal, cuts into that deficit again. Midnights only trail by 3. While winning would be nice, you just want to come out healthy in this game, as the Midnights still are in the ABA season and will be playing in the ABA Final Four in Shreveport, Louisiana, as Ray Taylor cuts the deficit back down to 1. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter, and the Midnights keep fighting. Showtime Stallions put in another one, put that lead back to 3. Bellinger to the rack, gets fouled. Fouled hard, and he goes down. Bellinger will go to the line shooting 2. Bellinger steps to the line. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Bellinger puts in the first. So the 5 for the Midnights now: Bellinger, Palmer, Edward, Gray, and Taylor. A basket interference has been called on Palmer. That basket won't count, unfortunately. Goldstein can't connect on the three-pointer, but Parks gets it in, but wiped away by Sticks Palmer. Edward ties this game at 129. 1 minute left in this first game of the FBA season. Timeout, Showtime Stallions. The Midnights continue to fight, and we're tied at 129 here with 57.9 seconds left on your Miami Midnights TV network. For the archive. Yeah. All right. Hines checks in for Palmer. If he receives another, it will be an automatic 2 shots and the ball for the Stallions. And a big foul call there. The Showtime Stallions gets one to go plus the and one. Also, a technical foul has been assessed to Edward on that and one play, so the Stallions will shoot the and one free throw and a technical free throw. Goldstein puts in the technical free throw. Stallions lead 132-129, 48.7 seconds left. Jesseran to the line shooting and one. Could potentially put the Stallions ahead by 4. Jesseran connects. Stallions lead 133-129. As Taylor gets to the basket for the easy layup. Clock malfunction as the clock continued to run even after the made basket, which is not the case. So the score should now be 133-131 in favor of the Stallions. Some time having to be put back on the clock. Bit of a discrepancy about the score. Midnight should have 131. Midnight's trail by 2. Midnight's turn on a full court press, trying to create a steal. As Jesseran. Timeout taken by the Showtime Stallions. 27.9 left. Correction, 9 seconds. 9 seconds. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Showtime Stallions. 27.9 on the game clock. The 5 for the Midnights: Taylor, Gray, Hines, Bellinger, and Palmer.
Seven, 6, 5, 4.
Timeout called by the Midnights. Palmer, great fight for the basketball. Palmer gaining the possession, and the Midnights gaining possession. The Midnights continue to fight. 17.8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. A potential game tying or game winning possession coming up. We would like to remind the fans that you can always follow your favorite team, the Miami Midnights, on social media. That's right, follow the Miami Midnights on social media. That's on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Miami Midnights. Midnights trail 133-131. Gray taking it out. Gets it into Taylor. The shot clock is off. He finds Palmer. Palmer gets it to go. Tie game, 133-133. Palmer with the big layup ties this game at 133. 7 seconds remain. 7 seconds remain. Showtime Stallions ball down on the baseline. We could be looking at overtime. Timeout taken by the Showtime Stallions. And you have to give these Midnights a lot of credit today, showing just so much fight, considering the shorthanded roster, the weird second half, and just continue to fight no matter all the circumstances. They're right here in this game. We're tied at 133. 9 seconds now on the clock for the Showtime Stallions. Backcourt violation. What a turn of events. Midnights force a backcourt violation on the Showtime Stallions and will get the ball with 6.7 seconds left and a chance to win this ball game. What a game. Great defensive pressure by George Gray. Forces the backcourt violation, so the Midnights, amidst the shorthanded roster, amidst the 2 ejected players, amidst 2 players fouling out, have a chance to win this ball game in regulation. I'd like to see what play the Midnights draw up coming out of this one. 6.7 seconds left on the game clock. At worst, we're headed to overtime. The 5 for the Midnights. Hines, Bellinger, Taylor, Gray, and Palmer. Taylor gets out, gets the ball, 5 seconds to go. Taylor from deep, can't get it to go. And that will end it in the fourth quarter. We're headed for overtime. Taylor's deep 3 couldn't go. So we get ready to start the overtime period. 5 minutes as the Midnights win the jump. Gray gets the short corner jumper to go, and they jump out to a 135-133 lead. Goldstein misses. Gray gets a wide open look and can't connect on the 3. Parks stops short, can't get the 3-pointer to go. Goldstein digs it out for the Stallions. Stolen by Taylor. Gets the dig out on McGee as Taylor leaves it for Bellinger for 2. Midnights take a 137-133 lead. Bellinger controls it after Gray gets a hand on it. Bellinger to Taylor. Taylor for 2. Midnights open the overtime on a 6-0 run. Midnights picking up the defensive pressure. Parks can't get the long 3 to go. It'll go out of bounds. Midnights ball. 3:33 left in the overtime period. Midnights lead by 6. What a turn of events. Palmer, fouled in the act, takes a big hit. Palmer can't connect on the first. Palmer with a chance to extend this lead to 7. And Palmer does it. 3:15 left in overtime. Midnights lead by 7. A stop would go a long way to a Midnights victory right here. Goldstein has other plans. He knocks down a 3. Palmer works in the post. Ray Taylor breaks down, gets to the basket, and Palmer gets a rebound and is fouled. Palmer with a chance to extend the Midnights lead. Can't connect on the first. Free throws continue to be a concern. As Palmer misses 2. 2:35 left here in the in overtime. As Overstreet gets a layup to go. Midnights lead down to 2, 140-138, 2:20 left in the overtime period. Foul on Palmer. He's already over the foul limit, so that will result in a technical foul free throw and the ball for the Stallions. Goldstein makes the technical free throw and cuts the Midnights lead down to 1. 2:15 left on the clock. Great defense, but the Midnights can't capitalize. As Goldstein is fouled in the act, Goldstein gets the layup to go, giving the Showtime Stallions a 141-140 lead. Goldstein misses the and one free throw. Gray blocked in his attempt at a layup. 2-on-3 break for the Midnights. Bellinger gets it to go. 142-141. Midnights lead. Snapping an 8-0 Stallion run. Hines gets a big loose ball. Bellinger slowing things down. 140 on the clock. Midnights lead by 1. This is a big possession here. Hines gets the big layup down low. Hines dug out that loose ball, and then he gets the rewarded with the easy layup down in the post. Midnights lead by 3. And Hines gets in front to get another loose ball steal. Kenny Bellinger for 3. Puts the Midnights up 147-141. Great play by the Midnights, starting with the Hines steal, leading to the Bellinger three-pointer. Back to live action. Midnights digging in on defense, leading by 6 after that Bellinger three-pointer. Overstreet fouled in the act. And that foul goes on Hines. Hines will go to the correction. Overstreet goes to the free throw line. That foul's on Hines, and luckily not Palmer, as it would have resulted in another technical foul. Overstreet puts in the free throw, cuts the Midnights lead down to 3. Midnights working it around. Gray dribbles out. Gray to the basket and gets fouled. So Gray will go to the line. 2 crucial free throws coming up for the Midnights. Gray gets the first one to go. Wheels it in. Extends the Midnights lead to 4. Have a bit of a malfunction on the scoreboard again. Gray gets the second one to go. Puts the Midnights up by 5. 33 seconds left in the overtime period. Long three-pointer by the Stallions goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Stallions. 22.6 seconds left in the overtime period. And Jesseran gets the three-pointer to go. As Taylor works his way down court. And Taylor puts in a big layup. And puts the Midnights ahead by 4. 13 seconds left. Parks for 3. Doesn't go. Big rebound by Gray. And the Midnights look like they're going to come away with a victory in this game. George Gray fouled, going to the free throw line. Gray can put the icing on this game with 2 made free throws here. Gray puts in the first. And Gray puts in both, giving the Midnights a 153-147 lead. And McGee misses that one. Goes out of bounds. And that does it. The Midnights come away with the 153-147 victory. Through it all, the Midnights shorthanded, lose 2 players, yet still come away with an inaugural victory here in the FBA season, defeating the Marion County Showtime Stallions 153-147. Congratulations, definitely in order to your Miami Midnights. This has been JT Wilcox on your Miami Midnights TV network.